live. This is the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 5, brought to you
Yes,
by
sir.
No Box Entertainment. And me, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
That's the original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And we right back in front of you. We right back at it like an addict. You know what I'm saying? Because our Philadelphia Eagles handled business last week, man. We handled business, man. So we here, we smile, and we want to talk to y'all for a while, man. How you feel about the Eagles going down there to South Florida and coming back up here with that W, man?
I'm glad that Jalen Hurts kind of got the monkey off his back in regards to it seemed like he, won another game against Todd Bowles. That was something that people was concerned about because but yeah, it was a good first half. Good first half.
Definitely
Offensively, second half, actually good offensive and defense in the second half. But overall 4-0, man. Hey, what can you say?
What can you say, man? We definitely did get that monkey off our back because the Bucs been getting us the last couple times. And I had a feeling that we was gonna come out focused and ready to play football in Tampa Bay. I feel like I know the makeup of this team, man. I feel like I do. I feel like with them hearing Tampa Bay, how they beat them, however many straight times, and they struggled in Tampa, I knew they was gonna come out focused and ready to ball and really with the intentionality of a champion, man. But like you said, it was a tell of two halves because that first half was totally different from that second half. I don't know if y'all was watching the game. I know it seemed like this Eagles team always give us just two totally different experiences when watching the game, man. Whether it's the first half good and the second half bad, that's our first iteration of that. We just got this past Sunday. But it's always a choppy game, man. But in case y'all didn't know, they go to score 31-25. Your Philadelphia Eagles have improved to 4-0. The Tampa Bay Bucks fell to 3-1. This was a battle with two undefeated teams. And if you look at the scoreboard, the first half at halftime, it was 24-6. 24-6. And they had to kick a 65-yarder because it was actually 24-3, and then they made a field goal right before half. But this game, man, this game script was crazy. People said they wanted to see Hurts pass the ball. Them two touchdown passes, I don't know if you would consider those passing the ball or not, but you see his numbers. What you think about Jalen Hurts' performance?
It's crazy, man. Watching the game, I really thought he was going to put up way more yards than what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
Like he really was looking like, okay, they wanted him to put up 240. He about to put up 240 or something or more.
Uh-huh.
And that is accurate. 130.
130 is crazy.
It really is. It really is. Like Baker Mayfield was playing great. You know what I'm saying? He was playing great, especially in the second half. He made some of his, I'll say, some of his throws, I think some of that the yardage is off of some bombs or whatever, right? But so but he still, I thought Jalen should have been having similar numbers, maybe not 289, but at least 200.
Yeah,
like 130.
Based on that first half, I thought he was hitting for that. I mean, and one thing I did not mention is the Eagles had 0 passing yards the second half. 0. So that 130, that's what he had at halftime, literally. The offense literally came to a screeching halt after looking kind of, fluent the first half. But yeah, I don't know what Jalen Hurts, if people going to just start taking the under on Jalen Hurts when they betting every time under passing yards. And when the most people take the under, that's when he going to pass for 300. Because this is crazy, man. Because I don't know if he passed for more than, like, what's the most he passed for this season? I don't think he passed for 200 yards yet, did he?
I don't think so. I honestly don't. I don't even think in the Rams game when they made the comeback, I don't think that was 200 yards. I think you're right. I think it was 1-something.
I know AJ had well, yeah. The crazy thing is, man, regardless of how the numbers look and how ugly it look, and at times it looked very, very ugly.
Yeah.
They somehow find a way to get the win. I mean, like we said, the first half, Tampa Bay looked very sloppy. We came out moving the ball efficiently, getting first downs. Our running game ain't get going yet. But we ran that offense, and don't forget the defense, the special team starting off with the touchdown. That was a key part of the game. You know?
Sidney Brown.
Block punt by somebody, Sidney Brown scoop and score. So that just set the tone for the whole game, and we kind of just kept that rolling. But the second half, they made some adjustments, and you know, the defense let up a little bit. And like we said, it just was a totally different second half than it was first half.
That's why I don't see when you said earlier, like you felt like you knew they was going to win this game. That's like, or you knew what they was going to do. It's like I can understand you saying you knew they was going to win the game. That's separate.
Mainly win.
But to know what they was going to do to win the game, I feel like we don't know what we're going to expect with this team. Like, honestly, I don't.
I just want to see them play a complete game. A complete game. It's an extreme opposite. And I say a complete game because the two halves be a total contrast from each other. It's not like one half be okay and then the other half we improve and get good. It's like we look like two different teams at times. Like we literally did not have a passing yard in the second half. But I don't know. This team continues to win, continues to make plays when it matters. At the end of the day, you win the game by holding them to less points. Then you score basically. So
right now they team half and half right now. That's team half and half.
Half and half. We gonna get a whole one soon. I feel like this first quarter of the season been kind of crazy, man.
Yeah,
we played some good teams. Most people picking the schedule did not have us, you know, being 4-0 at this point in the schedule. I know neither one of us did.
No.
And some people had us 2-2. So to make it out of this part of the season 4-0, relatively healthy, you know, knock on wood, relatively healthy, and you're not playing nowhere near your best football. I mean, I would have to say that's a win, man. I would have to say that's a win, but 4-0, that's what we're looking at now. No matter how you feel about it, we are 4-0, man. So that's what I want to, you know, put the microscope on this start, because you know, we don't feel like we're playing 4-0 ball right now, but we are 4-0. So the question is, we started 4-0. Is this like legit this year, or is this giving 2023 vibes? You know, that year where we started basically, I think we was like 10-1, and then wound up just crumbling down the stretch because we wasn't getting those breaks that we would need to win the game like we used to. What does this feel like to you, man? Is this like is old trauma kicking in, or do you feel like this team is real?
I mean, I feel like it's 20. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's 2023 vibes. First comparison, we got almost an unknown offensive coordinator, which is what we had in 2023. We had a nice hot start, which is what we had in 2023. You just mentioned it earlier. But yet we don't know. And I think in 2023, I think you had the same thing. We were finding ways to win. I mean, I think 2023 is when Jalen had that great game against the Bills.
Yeah, it was a lot of shootouts.
One of his best games, one of his best career NFL games, in my opinion, against the Bills.
It was
2023. But we found ways to win, but we don't know like what is our identity. That's the thing I've heard. I've seen it for myself. We don't know. Like Saquon had a bunch of carries, and you showed that stat. He was not the leader in rushing. He had way more carries than 9. I don't know if he had 18. He might have 18 for 40 something. I think it was 1846. But he had more than 9 carries, and he ain't getting no 62. Yeah, look at that. 19 carries, only 43 yards. That's not good.
2.3 a carry is crazy.
And it's just like we just don't know what to expect with this offense. Our defense. Let's start with the defense, yo, is just like it's been playing great. You know,
Yeah.
I think Jihad and Zach Bond, man, they seem to make plays every week.
Man,
like they really do. You
we
know,
got 2 playmaking linebackers.
I was going to say I feel like they might be arguably one of the best linebacker duos in the league right now. And then I looked at the stats and I was like, okay, well maybe I'm going too far. but
as far as tackles, you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, as far as tackles play, like I think they both get like at least 1 or 2 turnovers a game. I mean, they both got a turnover this past game. Zach Barnes had an interception and Jihad Campbell.
Yeah.
And so it's like they make plays, man. Jihad Campbell to be starting out this good in 4 games. Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, as an Eagles fan, you got to be, quote unquote salivating, man. So you gotta be salivating, man.
This guy Jihad Campbell is legit, man. He's built like a tank. He's athletic enough to run with a running back out the backfield or cover a tight end on a quick whatever they trying to run. And what I like about him is that early in the game, well, not early in the game, in the third quarter, he gave up that long touchdown to Bucky Irvin, if you remember.
Yep.
But he came back and made that game-saving interception at the end. So, honestly, some players, once they get beat like that, they might be out the game for the rest of the game mentally. He might not be able to lock back in. But him, that play was great, man. He was there in great position. He made an athletic play, showed he can catch and finish a play. The sky's the limit for that young boy, Jihad Campbell and Zach Bond.
Yeah.
When you say we got some of the best linebackers in the league duo, that's not hyperbole, man. Zach Bond is up there as the top linebacker right now. Him, Fred Warner, like it's an argument there, but Zach Bond has been making big plays for the last year in a quarter at a high level on some top-rated linebacker pro football. And then when you add Jihad Campbell in there, that's not hyperbole, man. You want something saying that we might got the best pair of linebackers, if not the best pair, top 5 at least.
And listen, remember, I'm with that. And listen, the Jihad Campbell, the play that you said where he got burnt, that was just him kind of just messing up position. That wasn't that the dude didn't burn him literally. Like he would have been fast enough if he missed. I think he took a wrong angle, I believe, if memory serves. It wasn't a thing where Bucky Irvin was just faster than him. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Facts.
Like he just took a wrong angle. So it's like he'll learn from that. He'll learn how to do better. It's like it wasn't like Bucky Irvin was faster and not. This bull is, I mean, you know how it was about Quinyon Mitchell last year. I might feel like that about this bull Jihad Campbell this year. The way this guy's balling, man.
I mean, this guy is really legit, and I don't know where Howie is finding these youngins from, but he has an eye. He has an eye. Obviously, we know where we finding them. He finding them wherever he find them. Toledo, he found Jihad at Alabama, but these guys, man, they making big plays from the rip, and the more reps he get, man, he may turn into an absolute monster. And as you've seen. That's what happened with Quinyon Mitchell. He got thrown in the fire early. He was good enough not to get abused when he was in the fire. He started getting confidence, and he's just been making plays, and it just grew from there. And now he's being rated as top 5 cornerback in the league by Pro Football Focus and other cornerbacks. So Jihad, man, we and you talking about our defense. Obviously, our defense is legit. You're saying because our linebackers is legit. We got at least 2 legit D-backs and at least 2 legit D-line players. And I don't even think we played our best games as a defense. I still think we need to settle into our secondary roles. Makumba is still learning and growing, so we got room to grow. But this defense, man, I'm saluting them. They definitely not 2023 vibes. That 2023 defense was real leaky.
The only problem that we I see so far with the defense right now is we just not getting sacks.
Yeah, pass rush.
Yeah, the pass rush is not what it was last year. That needs to be fixed. And the fact that we only have one legit corner, I get not maybe legit's not the right word, but I don't want to. It's like it's only Quinyon Mitchell that I feel like is sure. Like Quinyon did his job this past Sunday. He played like a number one corner.
Yeah.
Keely wasn't bad. I gotta say, Keely wasn't bad. I know
he was at least in position.
He was, but it's like I still don't feel confident about him. And what would help him to be able to get away with mistakes and stuff like that is if we get a better pass rush, put more pressure on the quarterback to make mistakes, and that's not happening so far.
And reminder, Nolan Smith is on IR. So he at least got 3 more weeks before he come off IR. So we do got to generate a pass rush. Maybe Fangio got to blitz more. But we got to generate some type of pressure. But you're right. We're not getting a good enough pass rush, and that is the weakness. But the crazy part is our linebackers right behind our D-line, they're literally strong all across the board. So it's kind of making up for that deficiency. Even the strength of our team might be our linebackers this year. I think I said this before. But the back end, you got kind of some questions there, some young players, some proving need to be done. The D-line, we got great interior play, but the edge play is questionable.
And didn't you tell me in the pre that we might be getting somebody back?
Yeah, Georgia boy, N'Kobe Dean.
And I thought he played before he got hurt, man. He was balling for us. So that's great depth.
Pro Bowl type of season. Pro Bowl
type
of season last year. So if you add him to the mix, now you got 3 linebackers, and not to mention Trotter Jr., who's in there as well. I'm sure he got some moxie, even though he can't get that many reps with these linebackers playing as well. But we got our linebacking core is looking super strong right now, and keep in mind Dean is on a contract year, so he wants to get back and he wants to play now. He said he's ready to go now, and they asked him. He said, "I'm ready to go day 1 of my practice window." He ready to go full go. So defense is real. Defense is not 2023 vibes because we don't got Bradbury, we don't got Slay back there, we don't got who was the guy? Sean Desai and Matt Patricia.
CJ. We don't have CJ.
It's not 2023 vibes with this defense. This defense is real. Bond wasn't here at all. I don't even remember who our linebacker was in 2023. So not 2023 vibes at all with this defense. But we got to talk about the offense, man, because we all 4-0, and the defense has looked good. I'm going to say consistently. We ran into some offenses that's going to put up some points, but they have looked good consistently. But the offense, man, I don't know if this is a 4-0 offense. How you feeling about this offense specifically this year? Because maybe that's giving 2023 vibes. I don't know.
Well, my response to that is, can we go back to the defense and talk about it's just like it's like we said earlier, it's like I don't know what we're gonna get, man. Like we even in the Bucs game, I loved the tush push audible or the tush push. That was great. Yeah. You saw that as a fan. I feel like you always saw, like, man, you know what, the other team is so pressed to do to stop the tush push. There's definitely a chance for them to kind of either fake it and then roll out or fake, and they did it, and that was great. Like, that's going to scare defenses that, okay, we gotta be ready for this because they might actually try to fake us out. They gotta be ready. But
happen, yeah.
And the shovel pass, they got 2 shovel passes. Jalen Hurts made some great plays in that first half, but it's like he's still, I don't know if it's just that the guys aren't getting separation and he don't want to throw a pick. I don't know what it is, but it's like he's still not doing the not taking the chances that we feel like he needs to do. AJ and Devontae don't look like number 1 receivers, stat wise. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what to make of this offense, man.
Man, the offense. I boil it down to three things. Number one is the offensive coordinator, Kevin Pablo, whatever his name is.
Kevin Patullo.
Patullo. Because number one, you're not calling the plays that allow them to play free. You're just not. You're not calling the plays that they comfortable running and been comfortable running, because otherwise it wouldn't look like this. So yeah, he's to blame. A lot of this, most of this is him, because they're trying to run his game plan, and I know they protected him in the media when we played the Rams, when Jalen had to basically take over the play calling, but they didn't want to say that. So they protected him a little bit. So he has to find his rhythm and really get aggressive with this offense and realize he coming on the field with some of the biggest guns.
I like how people try to say Jalen called the plays in the first half, Kevin Patullo called the plays the second half, and then it was a flip in the Rams game. It's like whenever they're doing good, Jalen was the one calling the play.
That's gonna be a running joke because the contrast is crazy. But I do blame the offensive coordinator. The second thing I blame is this offensive line is just not the same. And I know people just been saying it. We got the best offensive line because we had it literally for probably the past 4 years, back to Kelsey days. But it's not automatic. You have to get the chemistry. You have to go out and block. You have to play like the best O-line. And right now, we don't have the best O-line. We don't. We shouldn't be saying that right now. We have a respectable O-line and an O-line that can play very well at times. But consistently, we don't have the best O-line, and we're not healthy. Dickerson is still not healthy, even though they haven't talked about him in 3-4 weeks. If you look at him, he's still not healthy. Lane Johnson in and out the lineup right now. Steen just got banged up last week, even though he came back in and played through it. This line is not healthy, and they're not getting the same push, and they're not mauling the linebackers like they did at a rate last year. And they swallowed up so many linebackers last year. That's why Saquon was breaking everything, because he getting one-on-one with the D-backs, and it ain't nothing they're going to be able to do with Saquon moving full speed, picking the side that he can go to. So this O-line is a big part of the reason why we don't look like we look last, because number one, Jalen ain't as comfortable back there in that pocket. And number two, we can't run the ball. So it's not opening up what needs to be opened up. And then number three is Jalen Hurts. You're not letting the ball go, Jalen. It's obvious to me you're not letting the ball go. You looking at you're not trusting your eyes, you're not trusting your arm, you're not trusting what you know out your receivers at some points of the game. I don't want to say all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
But all of this is not on everything else. Some of this you can alleviate by just letting the ball go.
Right.
That's simple. So those three things, man, and you not letting the ball go is really, really frustrating. A lot of people around Philadelphia, in particular, somebody that's in that huddle with you, somebody who used to be your dog and was on your left did it. AJ Brown is not happy. He is not happy, and he's making it known. And it felt like we seen this before, because I feel like we have in past seasons.
Yeah.
But it's starting off now after a 4-0 start. AJ Brown took to Twitter this Sunday after the win, and he put up a cryptic tweet. The cryptic tweet was basically saying, if they do not value your presence, something like that.
If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way.
Yeah. And that was after a win in which AJ Brown had minimum impact. I don't even know his numbers. Let me go find them.
Like he had 2 catches, I think.
It was probably something for him to get on the social media like that, it was something not good. There it is.
2 catches.
2 catches.
7 yards. No way. There's no
That's unacceptable.
way that boy should have only got 2 catches.
And go back up to Devontae.
There's no way.
229. That's wild.
There's no way that they both should be having just 2 catches. Sorry.
That's wild. And we still won the game. But AJ Brown, he's not as quiet as Smitty. He's going to make it be known on the field, and he's going to be making it known online. And he has been doing both. of those, man. He took to Twitter, put that up. They asked him about it. He basically, well, what did he say? He basically said, he can't do a tweet like that. He walked it back a little bit.
Yeah, he tried to walk it back. He did.
He asked Jalen about it. Jalen didn't really feed into it, and he won't, because Jalen is not going to answer everything correctly. He's never going to go there unnecessarily. That's not his program. He's not programmed to do that. He's AI. But AJ Brown, man, he's very frustrated. And it's again. And I think he did speak on something. Let me just play this clip for you. He did speak on whether or not he's happy in Philadelphia, because that's the talk. We 4-0, so they don't want to talk about what's good. They're going to try to talk about something else. So this AJ Brown situation, spotlight on him. Listen to what he had to say.
To clarify, AJ, are you happy here?
Absolutely. This is home. This is my home. It's unfortunately I did it to myself. I won't even say unfortunately I did it to myself, but this is my home, man. I love it here. But you just see frustration, because obviously, we want to be great, and most definitely, I want to be great as well. So,
what's your chemistry like with Jalen as you guys try to get this fixed?
Yeah, so we're always working to get on the same page. It's not that much of communication, because of, like, during the game, I'm not the person that's on the sidelines saying, give me the ball. So I don't understand where people say that he's forcing me the ball because I'm complaining. And if you ask any of my teammates, I'm probably the quietest one on the sideline. I don't even.
Just to clarify, AJ, are you happy here?
You feel like
so work hard for it. And that's what, the misconstruction, or whatever you misconstrue, whatever perspective you can about me, but it is what it is. And I don't care, to be honest, because my teammates know that when the game's on the line, look at me, and I want everybody in the stadium to know that, that's not a secret. I'm not shying away from that. And so that's where you see that frustration. That hunger comes out, and it's because I see we struggling, and I believe that you give the ball to me, I'm gonna open up things, and I'm gonna get this thing going. You can put it on my back. So.
He letting it be known. Letting it be known that he don't have a problem. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Now I'm just saying, there's another clip. I didn't know if that was going to be in there. There's another clip where he's, they're asking him about Jalen. Are y'all like talking about it, at home? And he was like, we talk about it in practice. It's like there's definitely a disconnect between him and Jalen. That he is trying to work, but there's definitely they ain't the Bulls they was when he first came to the league. First came to
Philly. I called it out last year. It started to seep through last year, because you could just tell in their answers, and it may be times we was looking like you gotta be looking AJ Brown off to only throwing the ball 2 times. Like he had 9 targets, they say, and I think the ball Ocho broke it down. Emmanuel Acho, something like that. He broke it down, all 9 of his targets. They wasn't the most quality targets, but I called it last year, and it looked like it's happening this year. At some point, I don't know what happened between them. Maybe it's just a business, and they on 2 different things right now. Mm-hmm. But Jalen Hurts' level has rose considerably since AJ Brown has been here, and I don't, and he's the ultimate competitor and leader. He may be dismissive if he sees somebody crying about wanting the ball. He may not have a friendly ear for that. I feel like there's a side of Jalen Hurts that the media don't see, because Jalen is really a dog. And when you check your receiver, and your receiver not getting the ball, it can lead to frustrations like this. But they're not cool. They're not cool like they used to be. It used to be a lot of buddy stuff in the media, on the sideline. They never had to be super, and they're both politically correct right now. That's how you know. It ain't one side saying, "Oh, that's my homie," and one side politically correct. It's both sides really watching what they say. They keeping everything about the play and about work.
It's like a respectable divorced couple that we try to respect each other. We're not gonna say bad stuff about each other, but we're like, I'm fine. They're doing good over there, and we're working together for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying all the right things.
It definitely do seem like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of pleasantries going on right now, but it's not what it used to be. And I think we all see it, no matter how much they try. I ain't gonna say we all see it. A lot of us see it. And he's frustrated, man. But my question is, man, and also that wasn't the end of it. He went at Seth Joyner on Twitter as well. Because I think Seth Joyner commented on it. Like everybody's going to comment on it. AJ is like world champion Philadelphia Eagles. They want the boat to leak. So anything they see, they're going to comment on. And Seth is an actual Eagles reporter and Eagles legend. So, but AJ Brown didn't like what he said. I didn't know what he said, but AJ Brown did a smart reply. What did he say?
I mean, the gist of what he said was that you need to stop posting the cryptic tweets. Like, it's not helping the team. Like, it's not doing nothing to help the team. You should just focus on your faith. Use that as, you know, your as you say, you said about your faith and stuff like that. Focus on that and focus on doing the best that you can. And like all this cryptic tweets or saying stuff, like that's not helping the team. Like, just, you know, and he even talked about himself. He said he used to be that outspoken guy. And it's like, it didn't do anything. It didn't help. So it's like, just focus on what you can control and all that. That's what I got from I'm paraphrasing what he said, but you know, as you can see right there, nothing he said on there seemed like it was anything crazy to get upset about or that was not true. You know what I mean? So
when people say stuff that's true, it tends to sting. It tends to sting a little bit. The truth, they say the truth hurts. And I understand AJ frustration, but everybody's right, AJ. You going home after a win, getting on your mysterious tweet. Like, come on. For what? For what? It's a lot of people that didn't get the ball. What is a tweet going to do about it? But what I do like about AJ is that he makes them have to have conversations. Like, they're talking about this. They're trying to get on the same page offensively, but there's dialogue around it now. Because if you don't deal with this type of energy with a football team and it festers and it never gets addressed, but it's just there under the surface, it festers at the wrong time, most likely, at a crucial point.
Go ahead.
That's basically I'm not glad that he acts like this, but
yeah,
he forces us to problem solve before we get to the danger zone. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the problem. I just use it. I'm gonna go back to the couples analogy. You know, you don't have to, just because y'all having issues, you can voice your issues privately to the other person. I don't need to put it on Facebook or social media. I don't need to be saying, you know how, I don't know about you, but I'm not, you know, you're not as old as I am, but you are old enough to have seen some people that maybe got married or maybe they was in relationships and they break up and they want to do that sly stuff about, you know, it feel good to finally be able to be free to live in my best life now, you know, after being so trapped. Like, you know what I mean? Just saying, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't need to do all that. If you just let you're broken up, fine. You know, that's great. You move on with your life. You ain't got to be trying to throw shade at the ex and stuff like that. You ain't got to be trying to, you know, in this case, you ain't got to be trying to you know, throw shade for us to hear. You can talk to Jalen and all them and practice stuff like you've been doing. But we don't need to know. We should be focusing on this upcoming game, not focusing on AJ Brown. We on Thursday. The game is Sunday. And we talking about AJ Brown and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a long season. You gotta fill them headlines up some type of way. But I do agree with you. Like, ain't nothing worse than somebody running to Facebook to air the grievances when you could just say it to the person. But sometimes the person won't listen to you, or you said it and they like, that's just AJ crying again. But I don't know what putting it on Facebook could do. I guess it'll make the person think about it another way. But AJ, yeah, I feel like AJ just be having so much passion and just be so mad at the game. He don't be knowing what to do. Somebody has to feel my energy some type of way. You know, him reading the book last year, this is y'all gonna feel I'm frustrated. Like, he probably is boiling over, and whatever he does is the outlet of that. But it could be way worse than it is.
You got married. That's what your wife is for. That's like, you know what I'm saying. That's not again. That's what your wife. I mean, I just I feel like that's what a wife is for, to share that kind of stuff. Why are you putting it on? Like, we didn't even need to know. It wasn't even a thing. It'd be one thing if he was trying to defend himself and say something like, like we was talking about AJ is the problem and he keep complaining the ball. And if he would just, do his job, then Jalen would be able to throw the ball. No, we all like Jalen. You just said it earlier. Jalen, throw the ball. Let it loose. Everybody's on AJ's side. So it's really nothing for him to say to social media. If anybody should be complaining or saying some cryptic tweets, it should be Jalen Hurts, because everybody's coming at him for why the offense is not, you know what I mean? Like, Jalen should be the one saying cryptic tweets.
Jalen would never.
Never. But it would make more sense for Jalen Hurts to say cryptic tweets to kind of like to go to your point about, well, if they won't listen to me, maybe I got to put them on blast. AJ didn't need to put nobody on blast. He didn't need to say cryptic, because we already are agreeing with him and saying, yo, get the ball. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. It didn't do nothing but stir the pot, but it did force conversations to be had in the locker room, just in case somebody start feeling froggy and want to leap on social media again. So I feel like when you have to deal with issues, your team come out better if them issues do not break y'all apart. But you're right, it was totally unnecessary. So with that being said, AJ Brown frustrated again. Are you concerned about the health of our team, the camaraderie with AJ and his ongoing frustrations?
Well, not only am I concerned about the physical health, maybe I'm concerned about the mental health of some of the players of our team, because come on. We're not even, the funny thing, I will say this. You know who's feeling good? Who's feeling kind of good about the fact that this AJ thing is going on, and the fact that everybody's focusing on everything else. Ain't nobody putting too many magnifying glasses on Saquon. I know you cleaning up about the offensive line and stuff like that, but 19 carries and only 42 yards.
It's crazy, bro.
Is it the question? I've heard the question of, is it the offensive line or is he regressing? But nobody talking about that, because we got AJ. AJ is covering for his team right now, because we talk about AJ Brown and complaining. Ain't nobody talking about that.
The light gonna get signed on Saquon eventually. I know he's the favorite kid, do no wrong right now. He's just that kid that just came up and just behaved so perfectly. You done adopted it, and it's like, oh, but now he not, But we understand it ain't because he ain't running hard. It's literally the hose is not there. So, yeah. But yeah, AJ, relax a little bit, and you are concerned a little bit about it.
You think Devontae in his ear hyping him up? Yeah, Devontae ain't saying nothing.
Devontae like, say that shit, AJ, say that shit.
Because Devontae ain't say nothing, man. Devontae going like, yeah, you know what, AJ, you know what you should do? You should send that to
he be playing to Steve. You only caught the ball twice. Couldn't be me. Oh, only got 2 catches too. Oh, I got 29 yards with my 2 catches. You got 9. Dang.
Yeah, you should say something. I don't know. I'm definitely.
I would say something.
Exactly. I'm concerned. All jokes aside, I am concerned that we may not get it together, because this last game is not helping Kevin Petula. It's giving me Brian Johnson vibes, man. And I'm just like, we didn't do well with Brian Johnson. Like that didn't go great for us. So, the fact that we're doing like I said earlier, using a new OC, he better figure it out, because he might be one and done. And we might have to go, but the only time that we had success so far was what? We had 2 really good offensive coordinators. The other 2 times when we had questionable guys, like Shane Steichen is making Daniel Jones look crazy right now, right? That was the guy we had when we lost in the Super Bowl, was Shane Steichen. The year we won was Moore. Those guys were established. Shane Steichen not as much. Well, now he's established, but he wasn't established prior to. But he's established now. But this guy Kevin Petullo and the guy Brian Johnson, Not established. Brian Johnson, I know he has a job right now. I'm not sure if it's Washington or what. I forget where he's at. But it's like, I still don't hear people talking about him like that. So he's still got work to do. And right now, Kevin Patullo, you got to show us something, bro.
Yeah, it's a number of things. But AJ Brown has a right to be frustrated. He is frustrated. I'm not really concerned about it, just to answer that question. I'm not, because I don't feel like they'll let it get out of control in-house. We got too many leaders. The head of the snake is a strong leader. But I do think to come next off season, if this don't improve, AJ Brown might actually request a trade. So we might actually be looking at the last AJ Brown season in Philadelphia. It's not hyperbole to say that. I know people don't want to speak that, but this happens all the time. This happens all the time in the league. It's business at the end of the day. So enjoy AJ while he's here. I hope they can get it together, because people got this narrative that AJ ain't eating since he's been here, and that's just not true. I mean, he's top 5 in touchdown catches and yards since he's been here. So I don't know what more you would want, but it does look ugly right now, and I do admit. But hopefully they get it together. But the 4-0 start, that was the question. You kind of in the middle. You like it feels 2023-ish.
2023.
But you don't want to call it that.
Nah.
Because there is different factors. We don't have a Matt Desai, a Sean Desai, or a Matt Patricia. We very strong on that side of the ball. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But we following the Eagles all the way home, and we don't play no games. We here every week updating you on our Philadelphia Eagles, no matter win or loss. And we ain't been here after a loss yet. Who knows? We may go undefeated this season. Who knows? Or we gonna keep it rolling. We gonna keep it moving. And look around the league. Like we gotta look around the league, because that's what we're doing. We're playing teams around the league, but this is going to be quick. We don't got too many games we want to highlight this week, but we do want to show y'all what's going on, because we got an opponent that's coming up, and we got to keep our eye on the ops. They say, watch your enemies, watch your enemies. So right here, we got the Giants. They got the first start with Jackson Dart. They beat the Chargers. The Chargers money if you took the money line. So yeah, Jackson Dart, look, this is like a Jalen Hurts type game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First little game out the rip. There you go. Giants beat the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Elite neighbors, I think, tore ACL.
Elite neighbors tore ACL.
But ain't got to worry about him coming up.
Bills took down the Saints. Original CP3. Super Bowl pick for the AFC Bills.
I think they're only 4-0. They're 4-0 as well. Mm-hmm.
Ravens Chiefs. Yeah, Lamar hurt his hamstring. The Chiefs went to 2-2. The Ravens 1-3, struggling. Cowboys and the Packers, they tied. Man, this game was weird. This game was very, very weird. But they tied, high scoring. Neither one of them teams' defenses look good in that game. So maybe we giving Green Bay more credit than they deserve with that defense. But 40-40. And what we got here? Broncos, Bengals. That is our next opponent. So they coming off a win. So they coming into Philadelphia after a win. So we have to get it in with them, man. We got to get it in them. So we know we got to go ahead and preview that game. But before we do that, I just want to let y'all know that we are live. This is the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 5, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3. You better not ever forget it. Make sure y'all following us. Make sure y'all liking the video. Make sure y'all commenting and sharing. Interact with us. Them at names. Go to the next part of the show where you can get your rent paid by the original CP3 only if you got section 8, and that is the No Box Trivia question of the week. And our No Box Trivia question is, on October 20th, 1996, what player equaled an Eagles single game record with 4 touchdown catches in the club's 35-28 win over the Dolphins at Veterans Stadium? Shout out to Veterans Stadium, the vet, where it used to go down at. So this was 1996 in October. A player caught 4 touchdown passes in the vet, and we won the game over the Dolphins. So which player was that? The franchise record holder for most touchdowns in the game, 4 of them. So go ahead and think about it, and we're going to come back with the answer on the other side of the Eagles versus the Broncos preview. If you want your rent paid, let us know, and don't be cheating. Don't be Googling. Don't be using no AI. Answer it organically and put it in the comments, and we're going to get at you if you're going to get your rent paid.
I'm going to get this because I need to get my rent paid. So I'm going to get this one right.
Yeah, I don't think you qualify though, bro. But yeah, we're going to see can you get it. We're going to see can you get it. But what we about to get is into this preview with your 4-0 Eagles versus the Denver Broncos this Sunday, October the 5th, kickoff at 1 p.m. They are coming into the link. Original CP3, what you think?
I think this is going to be a tough matchup, man. They got a lot of weapons. They got J.K. Dobbins. That's a good running back. And they got a few wide receivers there. So, like, that whole pressure on Bo Nix needs to happen. That needs to happen. Like, this needs to be the game where we get multiple sacks.
Listen, Bo Nix is an animal. He can avoid the rush. He's like a baby Josh Allen right now with a little bit better arm than he had early on. Like you said, Cortland Sutton. They got some respectable receivers there. They got Everett Ingram at the tight end. They got 2 running backs and a very, very good defense and probably the best cornerback in the league in Patrick Surtain. So this is going – and the Denver Broncos actually got the 4th ranked defense in the league, and they definitely got the most sacks in the league hitting into this game. So this is going to be a real test for us. I feel like this is going to be kind of like a dog fight to where the opposite of what the Bucks game was. The Bucks game was one team dominating each half. I feel like this game is going to kind of be, we're going to be in the ring toe-to-toe with these youngins because they're going to be trying to come in here and get a win. They ain't really got nothing to lose. They on the money line with it. So what you thinking about this game, man? What do the Eagles need to do? What's the keys to the game? The Eagles win this game if they do what?
Pressure Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they need to utilize the pass to open up the run.
Yeah.
So I definitely think they need to figure out how to get AJ and Devontae going early.
Mm-hmm.
They need to pressure Bo Nix, man. That's what they got to do.
So we need to come on out and go at Patrick Surtain, you're saying?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're putting down. I'm not picking that up. We don't need to go at Patrick Surtain at all. We need to throw away from him. Whatever cornerback ain't on him, whatever receiver ain't on him, that's who we need to throw to.
Yeah.
Because he's different when it comes to the cornerback type stuff. He's the best cornerback in the league. But yeah, we do need to open up the pass game. So for that reason, you saying the Eagles need to open up the game passing so they can get the run game going, and y'all need to get the Bo Nix.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I can agree with that. I do think we need to step up the pass rush. We definitely not going to win this game if we don't get no sacks on Bo Nix. He's a quarterback that can extend the play. So we need to send some blitzes, whatever we got to do to speed him up and make him make mistakes.
Yes.
So yeah, we got to get pressure on Bo Nix for sure. And we got to get the running game going. I think a lot of people talking about the passing game, and it's struggling. And I think it's struggling like that because we can't run the ball. We cannot run the ball. It's one hand washed the other. So like you said, they needed to pass to open up the run. I think we need to come out and run the ball versus this physical team and show them that we're going to run the ball all game. Saquon needs 20-plus carries this game. And it just needs to be that type of game to where we wear them down in the second half. We can start having some big gaping plays. But we can't be bailing them out.
Now, the only part I disagree with is I don't know if I want Saquon having 20-plus carries. We still trying to be a playoff team. I need him for the playoffs.
It's game 5, bro. Preseason over.
We got Dylan. We got. Come on, but yes, we need to run the ball. I'm with you. Just need.
But you're right though, because he did get nicked up last game.
Spread those carries.
But I do want, when I say 20 plus carries, I just want the cumulative effect of us running the ball to really hit the defense in the fourth quarter. And I don't think we've been doing that consistently. We've been trying to figure out what we can do, and it ain't been running consistently or passing consistently. So commit to the run this game. Commit to the run, whether it's working or not, early and often. Those are my keys to the game. But let's go ahead and get on in it. And I know y'all been waiting a minute to hear how we think this game going to finish. So we might as well go ahead and get right into it. The original CP3. What you thinking?
I think this might be our first loss.
First loss. Denver Broncos coming into Philadelphia, a trap game. You know, defending champions. This team that's not a better roster, not on the level. We come out sloppy, and they get us in the end. You got a score?
I think it's going to be 32-29.
Ooh, the Denver Broncos get the Philadelphia Eagles 32-29. And I like that prediction right there. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, and I don't feel like you off base at all. But I made a commitment to myself that when I think we're better than a team, to pick us to win. And in this scenario, I think we're better than the Broncos on every level. Maybe not offense and defensive line right now, but
let's say, aren't we though?
Yeah, offensive and defensive line, I'll say they got the slight edge, but it's not enough to where it's like gaping. But everywhere else, I think we got the advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and say we escape and we become 5-0, headed to the New York Giants. To me, this is the first game, the last game, and like the next 3 games are where we could lose. We got some easy ones coming up. I don't want to say easy ones because this is the NFL, but I don't think they'll get us. I'm going with my gut feeling. It is something there that says this is a trap game, but they're not better than us. We should be able to overcome them if we overcame every team so far. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to overcome a Denver Broncos game plan or whatever they try to do with our roster. So 5-0. I'm going to go to Eagles 27-21. Eagles.
I go with that.
So we splitting. Once again, I think we split last week too. So we split once again. Last week, I think. Did you pick them to lose last week or win?
No, I think we did win for that one, for the Bucks. Yeah,
we both did win. So all right, so we're gonna be different this week. So one of us gonna be right, one of us gonna be wrong. We shall see. But before we wrap up this episode, we gotta go ahead and give y'all the answer to the no box trivia. Yep, and that was
what can I say?
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Irvin Fryer?
Irvin Fryer is the person that scored 4 touchdowns in 1996 at Veterans Stadium, and that's a single game record. Let's see the drum roll reveal. Irvin Fryer, he got one correct. That means he ain't got to pay nobody rent this episode. We don't care if y'all got it right or not. So let's hope his prediction is not as right as his no box trivia question. But regardless, whether we win or lose, we will be right back here because we don't snooze. You already know we live, and this was episode number 5 of the No Box Sports Podcast, and it was brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I already told y'all I am your host, Uncle Dud,
and I'm the original CP3.
And that's the original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And I need y'all to know, I know what y'all wish, that we never get out the mix. And guess what? Next week, we right back at y'all for episode number 6. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure y'all go like, comment, share, subscribe, and interact with us, man, because we do this for y'all. But we about to get on up out of here and holla at y'all and throw a little dollar at y'all. Go Birds.